We are live. What is going on, everyone? Everyone that's here at this time, thank you so much for taking. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm really sick of losing games that we should win. Like, it's so hard to just it's like every game, like it just feels like we're there, we should win the game, and we just can't get it done. And it's so rough, man. Seriously. Every time we start getting ahead, every time it starts looking like we're gaining some traction on the standings, we're 2 games out of a playoff spot, and we just fall apart. We just blow it every time. And it's just, I don't know. I don't get it, man. We really need to do something. We really do. On a bright side, I guess, on a brighter note, at least the Lakers are in these games without Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and Lonnie Walker. But this just continues to show like we need a move. Go get a Boyan. Go get somebody that could help and consistently provide help. We don't have anybody that can consistently, night in and night out, give us that production outside of like LeBron James and Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook. It's just we need pieces. We really do. Like this team is good, but they're not good enough. You know what I mean? And it's just I don't know. I put this loss on Darvin Ham. Like seriously, like I've defended Darvin Ham on many occasions, but this is foolish, right? Like call the timeout. You're setting up Russ. I don't mind Russ getting the ball at the end. Russ has been killing it tonight. He had an absolute stellar night. Russell Westbrook was fantastic. Like this Russ is scary, right? If we get this Russ with Anthony Davis back and LeBron James, like this is the Russ that we can count on. I mean, seriously, 20-point triple-double. He's been a lot more aggressive lately, which has been nice. We really need that. He's just been great defensively, offensively, everything. No complaints with Russ. I don't even mind that he, got the ball at the end. Have him be aggressive, get to the hoop, maybe draw a foul or something. That's fine. But draw up a play for that. You get the rebound and you have a broken play, and it's like, why? Why not at least get it to half court and then call timeout? I understood them not calling a timeout immediately. I thought they were going to get to half court and then call timeout, and they didn't. They just let the play develop, and it's like, why? Why not get a set play? If you want Russ to have the ball at the end and you want him to try to make a play, whether it's an assist or him getting to the hoop for an and one or something, fine. But set it up. Set it up that way. Have somebody inbound, have like LeBron inbound or something, and have Russ on the move. Maybe dump it down on the move or something. I don't know. It's frustrating. It's hard to just keep losing games that we should win. Like these are games that we should be winning and we're not, right? And it's just like, I don't know. It's rough. But anyway, diving into the chat. Bro, what a tough loss. Why didn't we call a timeout? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. I thought they were going to get to half court and they were going to call the timeout, and they just didn't, which is super surprising to me. But, it is what it is. This was on Darvin Ham. This was a loss on Darvin Ham. Also, why is Schroeder so inconsistent? The disappointment about none grows with every game. He needs to go. Yeah, I mean, Schroeder's better suited as like your sixth man, or if you have a good enough starting five, like sure, you could have him as your starter, right? Like that's fine. But Kendrick Nunn, like he gets going every time he knocks down a couple shots. The guy thinks he's Kobe out there. He's like running around, like doing all this crazy stuff. Like we need to make a move. We need to make a trade. I'm here to see the Russ say. I don't really blame that on Russ at all. It was a broken play. They should have called timeout. Russ was fantastic all game. It's just that's a moment that you need to pull up a play. Oh, we need a trade. We can't shoot for sign Boogie. Yeah, I'm with you. It's rough right now. It really is. Sorry guys, but our head coach has got to coach. He has to call timeout and drop a play. Agreed. Like I said, this is on Darvin Ham. This is a game that you should have won. Call a play. If you want Russ to have the ball at the end of the game, fine, give it to him. I don't mind it, but at least draw up a play. But shaking my head as I tried to tell people the Lakers season is over. LeBron deserves way better, man. The season's not over. We're still only we're 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. It's not that big of a deal. If we win tomorrow, we'll be fine. We'll be right back to where we were. But this is a game that we should have won. The season's long. There's still a long season. AD is starting to work out and take shots and stuff. Like, we'll be fine. we've been good without like half of our team playing. Braun and Russ were incredible out there, just as good as Embiid and Harden. They were fantastic. Like, credit to both of them. They were amazing. They really were. See what I was saying last stream about Darvin Ham. I'll let y'all believe he's a good coach, though. Like, that was on him. I don't think he's a bad coach. I still think he's all right, but it's the inexperience. That's what that was. I ain't mad at Russ, not going to lie. We have no shooters or wing defenders. Look, like I said, I'm not mad at Russ at all for that last play. You know, like, they should have called a timeout. I don't know why they didn't call a timeout. Like, that was a real moment to set something up. I thought they were going to get to half court and then call a timeout. Cool. Like, that would have been fine. But then no timeout was called. And it looked like they were waiting for Darvin Ham to call the timeout. You know, because he was just kind of hanging there. And then the clock started winding down. And it was like, okay, we don't have a timeout. So then he tried to go make a play. It's just, that's exactly what it was. Rookie coaching mistake by Darvin Ham. That's exactly what it was. Darvin Ham is actually terrible. I don't think he's terrible, but this was not a good look at all for him. This was on him. Yeah, we need to move, but the front office won't pull off a trade. I hope that's not the case. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Only time will tell. Darvin Ham is, yeah. This was rough. Bro, I feel it, Jay. He's 100th rookie mistake of the season. Not a mistake at this point. It's his coaching. Again, there's a lot that goes into it, and we don't have a roster. You know what I mean? Like, give him some talent. This had nothing to do with Russ. Russ was amazing. Russ was fine. This wasn't on Russ. This is on Ham. Absolutely. Should have called timeout, especially when he saw Westbrook had the ball. Yeah. Like I said, I don't mind Russ having the ball in that spot. I don't mind it at all. But draw up a play. Don't just let something try to develop. And not just that, but you see everyone's just standing around. There was no movement, no action, no nothing. Everyone just, like, Russ got the ball and everyone was just like, okay, I'm going to stand. Even LeBron was just standing there. And like, you know, cause some movement, you know, cut to the basket. You know, Russ likes to be playmaker. You know, he wants to set somebody up. Let him, you know, rather than just everyone just standing around doing nothing, right? Like, that's not on Russ. Even when AD returned, he can't change our games to winnable games. Oh, absolutely, he can't. Absolutely. You don't think almost all of these games we've lost, we would have won with AD? Of course we would have. Darvin Ham coached for the Sixers tonight. Seriously, he did. It's what it looked like. Looked scared. Just a bonehead play. Seriously. LeBron played crazy good, but he looks mad at the end. Front office sleeping. Yeah, and I don't blame him. I haven't been following basketball much. Are Lakers going to make the playoffs? Still the question of the hour, Buck. It's been rough. What's going on, Jason? All right. I'm so blown. We could have won. I agree. But if AD played, we would have won. We only lost by one. Russ didn't read the defense correctly. He always goes left. He should have went right. He should have went up the middle is what he should have done. But, you know, nonetheless, Rob continues to do nothing every day. Lakers are close, but not enough. Yeah, they need to do something, definitely. As soon as Russ lost his dribble, a timeout should have been called. Ham's brain shuts off in clutch game situations. It happened too often. Yeah, that absolutely should have happened. Yeah, you call a timeout. Agreed. Call a timeout. Absolutely. Ham has blown 4 games this year. Yes. This was rough. Simple stuff, yes. This is the exact reason why Russ should never close the game, but yeah, he got a trip dub. Yeah, right. This had nothing to do with Russ. This wasn't on Russ. This wasn't on Russ at all. LeBron is over this BS. Yeah, definitely. Drawed the defense and then passed it to someone. Def should have called timeout when he lost the dribble, but I don't know how much time was on the clock. They should have called timeout. There was still like 6 seconds left, something like that, 5 seconds left. I mean, he had enough time to still get to the hoop, throw up a shot, or it looked like he was trying to make a pass to win in. Try to throw up a pass to win in, and then that led to, them getting the rebound and running out the clock. So, but Lakers continue to lose close games. They really do, and it's rough. Leave it to Russ to not even get a shot up. He was trying to make a pass, is what he was trying to do, but they shouldn't that shouldn't even have been a thing. I'll have to read it here shortly. Any more AD injuries after he comes back, he won't make the play-in for sure. When he fought to win countless games, and we should. Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I mean, unless we make a trade that makes us good enough without him. After we played good defense on Embiid, Braun was cooking all night. He should have got the ball and went hard to the basket. I agree. They should have called the play. But like I said, they all were just stagnant. Even LeBron. Like when Russ had the ball and he's just, trying to lull the defender to sleep, like there should have been movement. Not just everyone standing around. Because even if Russ made a play and kicked it out, then that means LeBron's jacking up a 3 and he's 1 of 5, right? Like, like if you're going to make a play, make a play. At this point, Westbrook back in the starting lineup. I wouldn't mind it, but the problem is then our bench production just hits the gutter. So we're not going to talk about Troy Brown 3 that we needed. That was huge. Huge. Unfortunately, it led to nothing. It led to us losing the game. LeBron don't have enough help around him. He dropped 35 and still lost. Yeah, we really don't. I mean, because we're playing a bunch of guys that shouldn't be playing a bunch of guys that should be your 7th, 8th, 9th men on the bench, not your 2nd, 3rd, 4th guys. The only other one is like Russ. Thomas Bryant, he's been solid. Kendrick Nunn, swear Michael Jordan when he takes, dude, he does. It drives me insane. Drives me absolutely insane that happens. Like every time he makes a bucket or two, all of a sudden he starts getting carried away and he starts trying to do too much. Drives me crazy. I swear Lakers or Ham or Wes owe me a phone. This game we get a clutch. I feel it. These are the games that hurt at the end of the season when you're trying to get into the playoffs. Hopefully get the ball rolling for some kind of trade need changes. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully they do. But yeah, no, these are the games that absolutely hurt. These are the games that like you have to win and you didn't. And it's just this is a gutter. This really is. TBJ defense was awful tonight. If he wasn't getting blown by or backdoored, he would have fouled everyone. The brick show until he gets corner 3. That's why we need people. He isn't it. Every time Lakers lose a close game, I'm tired of him always saying at the post game it's on him. But he's never learned from his mistakes. Seriously, it's just at some point you got to make some change. You got to do something, man. Russ is too stressed, not confident to play last minute. Like I said, I don't mind it at all. But you got to set up a play. Like if you want Russ to get the ball at the end of the game, like fine. He was killing tonight. He had a great night. He was shooting decent. He was getting to the hoop whenever he wanted. He was just bullying people. Like I don't mind him getting the ball and trying to make a decision, whether it's playmaking and setting somebody up or getting to the hoop and try to, draw some contact or just finish at the rim. I don't mind it, but set up a play. Don't just, okay, let's just all willy-nilly. Like it's just historic night for Braun and Russ ended with a loss. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's a big deal. It really is. Honestly, I don't know who should be more worried about this game, depleted Lakers or healthy Philly, because they should have been blown out. Yeah, like as I mentioned it earlier, like the one bright side, at least, May, is that like we've been playing good teams and we've been in games that we should have won without LeBron or without Anthony Davis, without Lonnie Walker, without Austin Reeves, 3 of our like 5 best guys. So, and we're still in these games and we still have chances to win, primarily because of Russ and AD or Russ and LeBron. So I like on a bright note, that's good. On a bright note, like that's gives us some confidence, but it's just like we got to find ways to win these games. We really do. But I'm gonna have a shot. I feel that. Dennis still hit a couple of clutch buckets. Russ played so good, and then went and did some BS and lost the dribble. This is why Russ, in the wrong moments. Like I said, I mean, it shouldn't even have came to that. It shouldn't have been a broken play. It really shouldn't have. Fact. Front office got to be held responsible. Seriously. Left massive. Dude is emotionally saying Lakers season is over. It's literally not going to be over till the last 6 games to decide play in. if AD and Braun, with a fifth seed. Exactly. That's all it is. It's just it's an emotional response, which I understand. I know people are upset. I know some people are bothered. It's frustrating. Believe me, I get as frustrated as anyone else. It's tough to come on here after like something like this and like maintain my cool, but in reality, reality is reality. We're right there still. It's not like we're 10 games out of out of the play. And luckily the West is so stacked and so together. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. But May coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, May. You're awesome. Shout out everyone at We Got Our Health. Yeah, definitely. We definitely need the help. And hey, thank you for being here as well. But we got to get healthy. Like that's the big thing. If we can get healthy, we'll be fine. I really do. I think we can go on a run. I think we can get in the playoffs. If we get AD back healthy, and if we can make even just a solid move, right? Like go get Boyan. Boyan seems to be the guy that is most likely right now. Go get Boyan. I'd prefer Alec Burke because then you got that shooting. I'm telling you get those two guys to add to this roster. We're off to the races. We're winning some games, right? Like we have 4 of our 5 starters basically out right now, and Patrick Beverley, Lonnie Walker, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, guys like that. Like we're not that far off. But again, thank you so much, May. We need to keep Russ off the bench. He thrives coming off the bench. Yeah, I don't mind him coming off the bench. Plus, with all this, like, he's the engine, right? And he just gives us such a different look. It's nice. Ham needs to get a cheat sheet like they do in the NFL, late game situations, that coaching 101. Ham 2 straight rookie moves. Yeah, seriously. We do. He's got to do something, man. This was on him. This really was. I don't think Ham's a bad coach overall, only in the last 2 minutes of the game. Yeah. But that's where the inexperience, that's where, the rookie mistakes and all that stuff come in. I don't think he's a bad coach. I really don't. Like, I don't think he's terrible. But he's got to be better in late game situations. I understand you got LeBron James, you got Russell Westbrook. You're trying to trust your players. I understand you want them to kind of figure it out. But there's times where that's acceptable, and then there's times where it's like, okay, I need a coach, right? Like, that's why you have a coach. If I'm LeBron, I'm getting out of this front office, helping put the worst lineup in it, trade him next offseason at this point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, unless something major happens, it might not be unlikely. Season is definitely not over unless guys quit on Coach Ham, which I don't see happening. Exactly. We're fine. We'll be all right. Now we getting AD back soon. We just have to win tomorrow for sure. We really do have to win tomorrow for sure. You got to beat Houston. You have to. Darvin should have played Winion and Thomas Bryant at the end. LeBron should have got the ball. Russ should have picked and rolled with LeBron. Should have been automatic, like either drove to LeBron. Yeah, but that's why you set up a play. That's why you call that timeout. That's why you get everything kind of in line, ready to go. It was bad. It was bad. I wouldn't have mind them going big. To be frank, TBF on winning. Or Westbrook, Embiid fouled him, holding his wrist. Yeah. LeBron had an easy lane to the basket, easy cut. But that was the thing that no one did. It was just stagnant. Everyone just stood there. You gotta move. You gotta have something. You gotta have some movement. Timeout or not. Bottom line, Russ doesn't get the ball in that scenario. It wasn't his fault. He got put in that scenario, but it's his fault. He made a bad play. This blame goes on Ham 100% though. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like. Also, he probably would have given the ball up if somebody went and did, like, if LeBron went to the ball or made a cut or something. I don't think Russ wanted to be in that situation. I think Russ was waiting for either a timeout or somebody to do something so he could make a play, right? But that didn't happen. It just didn't happen, right? So then Russ sees the clock going down. It's like, okay, well, I got to do something. So then he tried to do something. Why Russ and Braun don't just run the pick and roll all game. Easy buckets. Seriously. It's automatic. Start Troy Brown Jr. for the rest of the year. It's literally not that hard. Yeah, I actually like today's lineup. Like, I like that he went big. He had some size out there. I did. I really like that. I agree, JD. JD. If we had one average 7-footer, guard Embiid and hold him 30 instead of 35. We would love to know what the front office doing, signing another guard before a big man, even on a 10-day. It's because Lonnie Walker and Troy Brown Lonnie Walker, Troy Brown, and Austin Reeves were all out. So I think the idea and the hope was like, okay, well, we get that. Thomas Bryant's been playing so well, all that stuff. But his 10-day contract expired tonight. So hopefully tomorrow we get a DeMarcus Cousins or something. I don't know, Pale Fox. Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. It's low-key on Russ, but he's still a player too. He could have called Braun over, and it was time left on the shot. Can't blame it all on Ham either because we don't have a half-court offense anyways. Yeah, but that's part of like coaching and running sets or running plays. Like LeBron didn't go to the ball. There was no movement. There was no stagnant. Like, Russ tried to make something out of nothing. Pelicans sent out their scouts to Paris. They're seriously thinking Victor might happen the way the Lakers play. Yeah, I mean, and I don't blame them. I mean, why not? The Lakers have been terrible. So, yeah, I agree. Call timeout, set up a play. Just wait until AD comes back. Oh, we are close. I truly believe this. I think so, too. When he comes back, we'll start rattling off some wins. Embiid's the best player. Embiid, the best player, is guarding Russ. LeBron is open, simple basketball. Yes, but LeBron's got to make a move, too. What does LeBron do? Just stand still. Okay, yeah. Okay, I agree. That was my point. That was my point exactly. I would have lost if Russ locked up Embiid on one end and then hit the game winner on another, right? Seriously. If there's any game that stressed the need for Bogdanovic and others, it was this game. How can the front office watch this and not make a move? I mean, you also got to keep in mind, it also comes down to the other team, right? Like the Lakers are actively trying based on all the reports that we've gotten. They've made offers. They're trying to do something, but the other team has to be willing to commit, and teams aren't in a rush to make a trade. They're just not, right? Like they want to wait as long as possible to see like what's the best offer. Like, can we get our asking price? Does a team get desperate? Does a team like the Lakers get desperate? And now they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll just give you whatever, right? Like, do the Suns, who are having a very fast free fall, do they go, well, we'll give you, Cam Johnson and a first for Boyan? Like, it's like, oh, okay, that's a no-brainer. That's why it's taking so long. Can't nobody on the Lakers stop Embiid? That's the crazy thing. AD probably can slow him down, but he can draw fouls in the game. James Harden draw fouls. Who the Lakers stop? I mean, that's just what makes the great players great. Just like, there's nobody that could stop AD. There's nobody that could stop LeBron. It's just when you're great, it's what it is. I feel like Westbrook could have did a better job too. Ain't no way he thought he was gonna get the call like that. I don't think he did either. I don't think he expected to be in that situation. I think he got the rebound, ran down the court. There was no timeout, no nothing. Everyone's just standing around. So he's like, okay, I guess I'll go make a play. Like, I can't really knock him for that situation. I just can't. Like there should have been some movement. I mean, first off, they should have called timeout. Second off, there should have been some movement. You had Embiid on Russell Westbrook. I understand you want that mismatch. You want him to try to drive, but there should have been something. Do something, right? Everyone just stood there. Yes, thank you so much, Blucka. Yes, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I need 3 subscribers, and I'm at 7,100 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and you're part of this live stream, you're not subscribed, just take a second, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It'd be awesome to get to 7,100 today. That would be amazing. So just take a quick second, hit that subscribe button, like the video. It really does help me out. I don't know why LeBron didn't make an effort to get the ball. I don't know either, right? Like, I don't know either. Man, this hurts. Yeah, I'm with you. James Bond. We guys pass over to people like that wasn't smart to me. The players can still call stuff. Ham probably didn't want to stop the momentum since we were really bad in the half court. I mean, possibly. I don't know. I mean, yes, the players could. I mean, it used to be the players were the only ones that could call it. But, I mean, it's just, accountability all around. Tyler, the OKC Thunder literally has a better record than us. Jeannie, do you not know that? Yeah, seriously. It's seriously. We do. We need the Detroit trade ASAP. heavy on people should have been cutting anyways. Yeah, agreed. Um, Ball should always be in LeBron's hand at this point. I mean, but that's why you call timeout, make a play, or LeBron runs over there and demands the ball. Uh, because Russ had him beat on him. I understand the thought process, but a timeout should have been called for sure. Yeah, exactly. Um, LeBron's been over the Lakers BS 80 to make better and injuries, trying to play defense. Um, no, Russ needs to come off the bench still. Agree. He does. At the beginning of the thirds. Yeah, OKC is still. Oh, he brings energy. Yeah, I think he should start the third quarters, is what I do think. I think that they should have him starting thirds. But that's just me. OKC is balling right now. They really are. Russ has the ball. Ham, auto timeout to set up last playful. Yeah, seriously, you got to. You got to. I don't know what to say anymore. Rob needs to do a deal. Just give up a pick for Boyan Bug. I agree. You got to do something, man. Get something done. Seriously. Like this is we're there. We're missing half of our rotation guys and we're still right there. It's like, man, come on, do something. Go make some move, make some trade. Do something to just put us in a better position. You know, I don't think we need a lot. We just need like a solid piece or two. But Trev, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Trev can outdrink Tyler any day. Is this May? Did May make a new account? Is that what this is? But that's great. You probably can. Trevor Lane could probably outdrink me. I'm not really a big drinker, if I'm being honest, but I love the username. I love the show, but when it comes to drinking, I chase my scotch with whiskey. So stay in your lane and stick with wine coolers. Little macho with love, T-Lane. Well, thank you. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the laugh as well. Hey, yeah, you probably can. I can handle my liquor though. Yeah, maybe one day when Trevor knows who I am, you know, maybe we'll have to like meet up one of these times when he's in like Vegas, you know, for maybe summer league or something. We'll have to go meet up and make content together. Me and him have like a drinking contest or something. That'd be fun. I'd be all for it. I don't know how much he drinks, if he even does that much, but like I said, I'm not a big drinker, so he probably be a safe bet that he could outdrink me. But again, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. That was great. Where were we? If we had 80, Tyler, 80 would have went 35 points with LeBron, and we know this. Yeah, facts. We need some wings, not bigs, not guards, wings. Agreed. The problem is there's not a ton out there, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I understood. That's why I don't understand why Russ ain't blow by him with right down the middle and lane and kick it out. We should have cut at that point. Yeah, you got to go down. You got to go down the middle. You got to draw. You got to cut right down the middle. Which I mean, I guess to your point about on the right side. I mean, technically, yeah, up the middle, but yeah. 80, we need you, Doug. LeBron needs it, man. Laker fans, yeah, facts. Russ has been one of the best players on the floor at closing time since 80 has been out. He has been fantastic. That's like I said, I don't mind what they did. But be honest. Have the Lakers contacted you for a 10-day contract? Love the channel. Well, thank you so much, Jason. And no, I wish they would have. But you don't want me. I'm another 6-foot guard. You know, a little under 6'1". I'm like 6 and like 3/4 or whatever. But yeah, they don't want. We don't need any more guards like me. But hey, you know, unload some of the guards. Sign me up. I'll play the third. I'll play the third guard. Yeah, but Embiid going to win that matchup. Maybe. I mean, AD has been dominant. I feel like Russ never come through in clutch moments, though. I don't know. I mean, he's had a couple big plays this season, and even last season, he had like a couple huge clutch moments. Call the timeout. I agree. It's like 25% clutch moments. Yeah. It's on Darvin. Yes, this was definitely on Darvin. LeBron sucks at closing games too. He has this season. He hasn't been very good at it at all. I feel nothing but pain, everyone. I'm with you. Let's face it. We suck without AR. Suck without like AD and everybody. We need defense on that wing and shot blocking teams getting basket too easy. Yeah, we definitely need a couple things. It's on Ham and the players. They still call stuff too. He had a mismatch. Yeah. Um, we would have won with Reeves. Yeah. I mean, I think we would have won with anybody that could have stepped up a little more. This game and others are why we won't make the playoffs, and I don't mean to be negative, but halfway through the season, 12 seed, and this definitely won't be the last time we lose like this. I mean, it depends on what happens. You know, if AD comes back soon, probably win more of these games than we lose. But also if you have everybody healthy, maybe do a trade or something. Again, you probably win more than you lose. Um, Again, Russ is the most clutch player in NBA history over the past decade. Whoever's clutch just hasn't watched. This hurts every game. It's like this. It does. It does. Y'all look at Twitter post. Embiid fouled Russ, grabbed his wrist on the last play, and of course they don't. They don't call it. They're not going to call that. Not Russ' fault. Ham needs to call timeout, dude. Agreed. Tyler, check the Twitter. I will. I'll definitely have to do that. Yeah. Let's see. If we had our best player and defender, we're blowing this team out. Yeah, agreed. Do we have any wins without AR? Yeah, we do. We have a couple. Russ, don't defend him. He did. He did it. It's not his fault. I blame Rob for this Lakers team. He could have did the Hornets deal. Had 2-3 guys, need 3-4 guys. Yeah, but that's the thing. We're going off of rumors, right? Like we don't know what is actually there. You know what I mean? So, or what is actually available right now. Try to remind myself we didn't have VAR and AD, but it doesn't really help. A loss is a loss. Agreed. I agree. The season is far from over. 24 losses is not killing us yet because the West is so tough. Agreed. We not going to play, and at this rate, I don't know. I still think we'll be all right. Only time will tell, right? Still got a long season. We didn't have our full roster. We're literally beat up. All we have is Russ and LeBron. True. Thomas off the bench would have been crazy with Russ. Yeah. We win so many of these close games if we are at full strength. Agreed. To make it even sadder, I think we're 500 plus if we had AD for this stretch. Oh, I absolutely think. I think we'd be like several games over 500 if we had AD for this stretch. 10-day won't hurt. Well, yeah, like I said, the Sterling 10-day expired tonight, so maybe tomorrow we wake up to something like that. Why has the Lakers stopped doing the pick and roll, pick and pop between LeBron and Thomas Bryant? I don't know. They need to get back to just the pick and rolls, period. At least Russ got the record for most trip dubs off the bench in NBA history. He does. Which is crazy to think that it all happened this year. Like, right? Say we make the playoffs after a trade by some chance, then what? Still not a contender, and we would have no chemistry. Newly acquired guys and AD who's never plays outmatched by every team. Not necessarily. I mean, if you do like a big major move, then possibly. But if you just go and get like Alec Burke and Boyan, they're going to play the exact same role that they're playing here, right? Like that they're playing in Detroit, right? It's easier to integrate role guys than it is to integrate, random people, right? Or like a big star, like a Bradley Beal or something like that. If they go get Bradley Beal, then it becomes tough because he's going from like being the guy, a very specific type of role, to like now he has to adjust and fit in. But if you do a deal for like Boyan, like Boyan's role is still going to be the exact same as what he is on Detroit, right? And then same thing with Alec Burke, same role. It's just then at that point it's just where do they like the ball, all that stuff. But LeBron and Russ are so good at that, it'll be okay. AD needs to load manage better. His body ain't built for the skill 100% consistency level. Physically, his body can't handle 40 a night, even though this injury wasn't his fault. Yeah, I mean, he's got to figure it out, right? I really wonder who we're about to get before. I'm really curious about that too. Very curious. What we got to keep in mind is we're missing a player that averaged 27 points a game. Yeah, facts. I agree. Tomorrow is a must win. We got to win that game. Darvin, a good motivational speaker, not a good coach. I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think again, it's the lack of experience, it's the lack of understanding. That's what happens when you have a rookie coach. Yeah, I've said the same thing. Like that's the one bright side is that even with us missing like half of our roster, we're still in these games. I feel like Lakers will never be 500 again. It feels like that right now, but I do. I still have confidence. I do. I still do. Knowing LeBron, he will pull a soreness card and sit tomorrow. Probably. That's probably what's going to happen, and that worries me. But it was transition technically, so Westbrook could have called LeBron over, or LeBron should have went over there. Yeah, should have been something, some type of movement. We got 3 more home games left. Need all 3. Agreed. Front office needs to decide if they can get more of Russ' contract or more in free agency and make that decision. I don't see Russ taking less than $12 million, which is all we could sign him for. Yeah, I mean, he can't just trade him though. But if you can find, again, I'm not against trading him. Like if you can find a solid deal, a solid move, then yeah, do it. I already got that question. Also, I don't know how Sixer fans find watching their brand of basketball with Harden and Embiid just fun. Yeah, yeah, seriously, it's just repetitiveness over and over and over again, which is why I don't think they're going to win anything because all that well really dries up fast in the playoffs, and that was their problem last year. Westbrook was not giving up the damn ball because nobody moved. Like when everyone's just standing there stagnant, what is he supposed to do? Try to make a pass in traffic? Yeah, I agree. We need more movement, not 4 teammates watching Russ try to drive on Embiid yet. Bro, I hate the size. They always get awarded BS calls. Yeah, seriously. Can still get to 24 and 24 with guys with 24 games to play yet, 34 games to play yet. I think we can too. I really like Troy Brown Jr. I like Troy Brown Jr. too. If we can keep him for the long haul, I'd love it. I just think he's playing a role that he's not ready for yet. If a guard was available, I bet you Rob would have signed him already. Possibly. LeBron James, 45 million, 80, 38 million. Russell Westbrook, 57 million, and complaining not enough help. Still lost when we were healthy. 3 Hall of Famers, no defense. That's the problem. There's just so much flaw in that comment. I thought the refs had a good night tonight. Nowhere near the miss of the Mavs game. Yeah, great. What else? We keep going lower and lower under 500. By some point, these games get harder to make up. Season's halfway over already. They definitely do. Dennis was calling for the ball, and Russ licked him off. Yeah, because you don't like Russ is better off holding the ball. You know, like, and he's being coverage. Move, go to the ball, do something, set a screen, move off the ball, do something. Not sure how they are competitive. I mean, hey, like I said, there's always a bright side, and that's definitely one of them. Sorry, but this current Lakers team will not make the play-in. Rob Pelinka already give up to this team. OKC Portland keep winning. Yeah, they do keep winning. I don't know. Only time will tell. Can player not also call timeouts, though? Yes, they can. Obviously, Ham should have been the one to, but in terms of timeouts, Russ and the players aren't completely faultless, no. Yeah, I mean, they could have called the timeout. Yeah, absolutely. Used to be that only players could call timeout. I think we make the play-in for sure with AD. We've been in every game played, and if we win 85% of the time, we just don't win them. Yeah. If AD's healthy and he can play a majority of the season, I still think he's going to miss a game or two here and there. But if he plays a majority of the rest of the season, he doesn't miss like another month, then yeah, we'll be a play-in team. Should have called timeout or passed the ball to Schroeder or LeBron. Yeah, but you got to move. You know what I mean? He can't just, stand there and try to make a tough pass. No, Dennis was off tonight. Yeah, I don't believe the front office is trying. I truly don't believe that. You might not be wrong. Very well could be the case. Why not sign Mo Harkless? He's a wing defender. I wouldn't mind him. I don't know. They haven't even worked him out, it looks like. I also don't understand the schedule. We had one of the hardest schedules in the league to start the season, and we also have one of the hardest later schedules in the league. How does that work? Yeah, we have a very tough schedule this season. The problem is they gave us one of the easiest last year, so they tried to flip-flop it. But Russ had a mismatch, and it was okay for him to have the ball, but knowing his coach ain't calling a timeout, he should have been more vocal as a point guard on the floor, in my opinion. I can understand that. That's fair. Bro, I watched every game. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not blaming Russ for his contract because he signed it when he was an MVP and top 2 in the league. Yeah, again, it's not like they knew what they were doing when they went and got Russ, right? Like, Russ didn't trade for himself. Russ signed the contract when he signed the contract. Can't blame him. And teams are willing to do it. Like, can't blame Russ for that. Yeah, and then AD won't have to play that much either. Yeah. You're just saying that Russ in the bench position doesn't justify $47 million. Not his fault. Just saying ain't worth it. Well, yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, ideally, you'd want him around like $20 million right now, but it is what it is. They need power inside. Get Hassan Whiteside. I would love Hassan Whiteside. I think we can hit big on the buyout market. Rob just has to make the next move, his best move. Yeah, agreed. Hey, you're getting up there quick, Tyler. Well, thank you. Yes, I need 2 subscribers. 62 of you in this live stream. I need 2 of you to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Just take a second, hit that subscribe button. Don't trust that somebody else is going to do it. I want you to do it. Only you can subscribe to As It Stands Lakers. But yeah, take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'd love to hit 7,100 during this live stream. That would be wonderful. Don't tell me I'm pocket watching. I've been following Russ since. Oh, okay, that's somebody else. What else? Russ clearly has not been a 44 to 47 million player over the last 2 seasons. A solid player still, but closer to. Yeah, I agree. But again, it's not his fault. He signed the contract. Somebody offered him the contract. I would have signed that contract too. And we hit 7,100 subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. 7,100 on the road to 8K. Definitely want to hit 10K, hopefully relatively soon. But thank you all so very much for hitting that subscribe button. Don't stop. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. But awesome to hit that 7,100 here on the stream. Rockets might upset the Lakers tomorrow. At this point, nothing would surprise me. Seriously. Even at increased usage and with increased minutes, Russ dominant days are way behind him. He is perfect as the 3rd or 4th scoring option. I mean, he's always been dominant, but he's never really been like a great shooter, which means you have to have very specific players around him. I wonder if Braun didn't get the ball to prove a point. Like, okay, Russ, I want to be in at the end and want to score or make something happen and do it. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. Whoops. Yeah, bear with me 1 second. There we go. It's absurd. We are missing 4 or 5 key players every game, and we are in every game with Pelinka sitting pat. Yeah. Again, how much is it the other teams? Because you got to remember, it takes 2 teams to make a deal, right? As much as we would all love for Rob Pelinka to be able to call and be like, hey, Detroit, we're going to give you an unprotected first and, this, and this, and you're going to give us this. Good. I'm sending over the paperwork. Click. Like, I would love that too, but in reality, that's not how it works. Like, doing trades are hard in general. And then to add, to it, like, other teams aren't really trying. Like, no team wants to be the team that basically wins us another championship. Like, no team wants to do that. So all the prices are high. Everything is it's chaotic. As we get closer to the trade deadline, I do think there will be more opportunity, but right now it's a little rough. I wonder what LeBron said in the post interview. Yeah, I definitely got to go check that out. I swear, LOI, I swear that wasn't me. All right, good to know. I appreciate it. Russ should start playing 32 to 36 minutes and give a usage rate of 30 to 34. That should have been happening both seasons. Yeah. Ham's worst coach, man. That Luka clutch 3 the other game. Supposed to foul him, even make 2 free throws. See, I don't really mind him not fouling at the end. Most teams don't do that. I don't really mind that. This was definitely on Ham, though. Can't compare Russ coming off the bench to Russ starting, though. And please don't mention last season with Vogel. Let's forget that ever happened. Seriously. Let's just pretend that never happened. Russ offense is mostly pass first drive. Okay, can't spam it too often, kind of like boxing. You got to use left and right hand, no point, and always having the same Russ offense. Yeah, it also would help if we had more than just like point guards that can't shoot and big men. If you had some shooters, then he wouldn't always have to do the same thing, right? He could, and it would try open up passing or driving lanes more, passing lanes more, all that stuff. Regarding the Boyan and Noel to LA rumors, is Noel good? Is he better than Damian Jones? And if so, how much? I think Nerlens Noel is fine. I don't think he's a bad player at all. Is he like a needle mover? In my opinion, no. But I mean, he's a guy. He can stretch the floor as big. He can block shots. Like he's solid for 15 minutes a game. He could be a real contributor. He's had better seasons than he's had some great seasons. He had some like okay seasons. He's not a guy that's gonna like come in and it's like, man, like, this is the guy. But I mean, maybe with Russ and LeBron, I mean, look at Thomas Bryant, winning Gabriel stuff. I don't mind Noel, but personally, I want them to get Burke because I'd rather them go get Boyan and Burke because there's still plenty of big men in free agency right now, and there may be more in the buyout market. So I don't know, but again, he's definitely better than Damian Jones, but he's not like he'd be a solid contributor. We also didn't make no shots tonight. Seriously, Philly was only in the game because we didn't make shots on the outside. Agreed. Dennis Schroeder is not, never has been, and never will be a starting level point guard. Yeah, I think he's better as backup. Philly was in it because the coach won 2 challenges. No way should he be starting over Russ Westbrook under any situation. Agreed. I just think they like Russ off the bench because of the production that it brings to the bench. I thought the call was close to overturn, in my opinion. Yeah, it was like that off the foot thing. If I'm being honest, I thought that was the right call. I really do. I think that was the right call. Getting spam. Russ can easily average 20-10-10 if he had a normal usage rate. He did it in Washington way worse rosters than the Lakers have. Look at the playoffs. Yeah, I agree. I think Russ still could be a 20-10-10 guy. But the best by LeBron, he started doing it himself. And why? I'm like trying to prove it right here. Yeah. I'm with you. Also, Russ is the classiest player in the last decade. If we go back to sheer numbers, I don't know what ratio to win to losses. We gonna all see when AD returns what he gonna do. I'm finna sit back and watch this. When AD stays healthy for the rest of the season, returns since y'all believe bro so much. I mean, I think if he's healthy, tell him to prove it. Yeah, I think if he's healthy, I think we're fine. I think we're really good. I still think he's gonna miss several games. I think if I'm being honest, he's still gonna miss several games. But does he miss another month? That's the concern. Dennis shouldn't, but I want Russ to get the award and become an all-star off the bench. It follows the narrative. That would be amazing. Seriously. That's what I'm talking about. Moments that count to win. Yeah. It's better for Russ to come off the bench. With this team, keeps us in the game at halftime. Half the time, yeah, agreed. Sports is the only place where you can cold your coworker, and HR will be more worried about who leaked the video. So why haven't they even called Whiteside for a 10-day? They must be something more. I don't know. I mean, unless they're just really concerned with him. I have no idea. Because I just think Whiteside is the best option that actually solves a lot of what we need, at least in my opinion. 80 Russ and LeBron James style are predictable, only work the first 3.5 quarters unless you blow people out. Look at the close games from the last 3 years. Also, it doesn't help when you have last year was a terrible team defensively and you can't stop nobody. It doesn't help when the year before that, 80 gets hurt, everyone gets hurt. There's a lot going into that. You're kind of clipping it there a little bit. Beat the Rockets by 21, so I hope we win tomorrow. Facts. Drew Walker, Reeves, Gabriel, and TB are fine in reserves. Yeah, agreed. Clippers got shooters, Lakers don't. That is very true. No player had more assists to LeBron in a season besides Russ, and he did that last season in 51 games played together. Yeah. Reporter said Lakers are looking for a 3-year plan versus the win now because they want something more sustainable. If so, we're not trading unless we go on a tear. I mean, it's possible, but that's the thing. Even like some of these guys, like like Boyan and stuff, like we'd have him for the next couple seasons. I just think it depends on the trade because if you depending on the trade, you have a better win next 3-year plan if you go do a solid trade than like free agency isn't going to get you anything. You have $30 million in cap space. Now you're going to draft some guys, sure. Like I still think even if that's the case, you're better off doing a trade. Tough L, definitely Empire, definitely. Good thing about AD is he's a top 5 talent and player, so he's going to get buckets regardless. Agreed. Maybe make a trade with OKC. They have nice wings. If only. I mean, it depends. I don't know what they would really be willing to give up. Rookie coach going to do rookie coach things. Yes, agree. To be honest, I'm not even that mad. We lost. Just glad we were competitive. I love that we were competitive. I'm the only reason I'm mad we lost is because it was just a winnable game. You know what I mean? Like if it was like back and forth and they kind of pulled away towards the end, I'd be like, okay. But this was a game that I feel we really should have won. Really should have won. But Pelicans watching how we play too. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm sure that they believe that Lakers are bad enough to go get that. BG and Russ shared playmaking. Yes. Harden, Russ and Beal made playmaking. Yeah. I remember the PG and Russ triple double game waiting on Russ and Bronze. Yeah, right. And LeBron and AD on the court all the time is a no. I plays better off the bench, score and make plays with LeBron, but likes the ball in his hand. Like I don't mind like when they play together. I mean, you want them kind of flip flopping each other, right? Like that's ideal. But I mean, you can run them in minutes and stretches. Beal, Harden, and PG also had career seasons with Russ. Bron could do the same, but it has to be off the ball. Agreed. Welcome to the Chargers, Sean Payton. Chargers will win will be Super Bowl bound. I'm curious to see if he goes, like where he ends up landing. I like that could be something. That could really be something. Russ says Embiid fouled him. I just got a notification about that. That Russ said Embiid fouled him, which he's probably not wrong. I gotta watch that video after we're done. I'm gonna wrap it up here in like 10 minutes. Bro, Westbrook's hand was grabbed from Embiid on the last play. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Sorry, trying to find something to me. Westbrook and LeBron don't get the same calls they used to. NBA refs pushing a new era. Sorry, officially swear. Yeah, it's kind of how it feels like. It's kind of how it feels like. Stagger the minutes. Yeah, gotta stagger the minutes. Last play refs haven't called it. They not calling much on the last play game unless it's an actual foul. Yeah, unless it's like something blatant. And look, I understand to an extent you don't want to be responsible for the game, but like if something's clear, you got to call it. If you want to know why the Lakers look so out of whack in closing minutes, it's because these coaches won't play their best players every possible night, so they get better together. Yeah. Thank you so much, Tyler. I appreciate you. Woohoo! Congrats, Tyler. Keep it going, man. Soon enough, you'll be at 10K subs, and hopefully, Lakers will be at 500. I would love that. What comes first? Lakers get to 500, or I get to 10K subs? That'll be a race. That'll be a race. So hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 10K subs before the Lakers get to 500. I consider it karma for load management. Stop load management, please. Yeah, I feel that. Russ, Lonnie, and Jones 2 first for Van Vliet, Gary Trent, and OG, and a newbie. I don't see us getting OG, if I'm being honest. I just think that they could get a way better package than we could offer. Way better package. OG is really good. I think we could get. I actually think Van Vliet, Gary Trent Jr., and Chris Boucher. I think those three are actually very obtainable. I think that that's something that could be done. I really do. Uh, do I think it'll happen? Probably not. But I do think if the Lakers wanted to, they could. Um, let's see. Blame it on Russ for the roster. Yeah. Like I was saying, Fred Van Vliet, Gary Trent Jr. I don't think it's an impossible thing at all. Lakers are eligible for NBA hardship due to so many injuries, so it would be hard for any team to compete with what we have. So this is more plus because which is not enough. Yeah, I think we. I think if we were healthy, I think we would. I think we'd be probably in like top 3, 4 seeds. Seeing the photo, I gotta check it out. I gotta check out the photo. 80s just soft, bro. Could have played through that damn soreness. He just proved that he's not in the conversation. They said that he has a stress in his foot, which very likely usually means he has a stress fracture. But even if it's not a fracture, you can't play through that. Like Kobe wouldn't have played through that. Like as much as he loves to do it, because you literally could shatter your foot. So like 80, it's not an 80 soft thing. I mean, they literally said he has a stress foot. Like that's pretty severe. That's pretty bad. Although I feel you, analysts. Oh, let's talk to each other. When is Davis supposed to come back? Hopefully soon. There's not like an exact date, but I mean, they even made the announcement in the game. Darvin Ham said that that Russ or that AD has been playing and operating like he was even on the court today, but they haven't had him run court, end to end. He's just kind of running drills and stuff. It should force the coach to use all the players available instead of them killing their stars. Yeah. No, that's a bad injury. If you're not careful, you could have to get surgery. That's one of your main muscles to walk. That could have been fractured. Have it. Yeah, agree. Same thing. Yeah, you can't this is not like he's soft and needs to play through it. This is like you literally cannot play through it. If Lakers had Russell Westbrook trying to win multiple championships by now, agreed. Well, that was loud. Everyone's stealing the church's money. I'm mad we lost because we should have won. We're not in a position to be competitive for a win. That's like being okay with A for effort. Don't really matter if you don't get the win. Agreed. We're just not in a good enough spot to be just, yay, good job. Hope to play Swider tomorrow against the Rockets. I wouldn't mind that at all. Have the Chargers hired Sean Payton yet? No, I don't believe they have. I'm actually curious to see if they actually do. I don't necessarily think that they're going to fire their coach. I really don't. They probably should, but Chargers just underperform every year. Yeah, but AD's body clearly ain't built like some of his age and size. After every long stretch, and he gets hurt. Yeah, he definitely. I don't know what it is, but he's got to figure out some way to get his body right. Got better calls than LeBron all the time. Seriously, sorry guys, but I have never been on 80. An 80 guy. I can understand that. If we don't make a move at the trade deadline or before, I might consider not watching the Lakers game for the rest of the season. I would not blame you. I would not blame you at all. It's going to be tough. You can't believe y'all really believe in AD to save the Lakers. Really, I need what y'all smoking and drinking, shaking my head. Man, y'all keep dreaming. I don't know. I mean, only time will tell. But, I mean, you're talking about arguably the best player in the league when he's healthy. Any team that has that, you're going to win more games than you lose. As a Lakers and Chargers fan, I am really down bad right now. I know. Dude, that was like crazy. Did you guys see the guy that lost like 1.4 million? He bet on the Chargers when they were up 27-0. He bet 1.4 million to win like 11 grand and lost. Dude, that would have been rough. That would have been rough. That's down bad. I wish he was a franchise player. His skill is a franchise player. His skill set is a franchise player. Not practicing. Don't understand it all. I don't understand the not practicing either. When AD says Thomas land on someone's foot, he was surprised that Thomas didn't have to get to the ER yet. They need to trade Davis. If not, they're not going to win another ring. You're not going to get fair value for Davis. Let's see. 70 points in the paint. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. AD has failed the Lakers. Sorry. It is definitely not a good thing. My high school team that I coached is a replica of the Lakers. We play good the whole game, don't pull it together and get to get the win. A lot of people don't know how to win. Not as easy as it said. Winning is a skill in and of itself. It really is. 70 points in the paint is wild, but we don't have any post players there. Ooh. Tyler is falling apart, can barely get through these last questions. It's rough. Just tired. This show has been the only highlight of the last two games. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys have been the only highlight of like these last few games, right? Like that's the only thing because I am like in it, and then I'm like, all right, let's go talk to these people. Let's feel better. I know. I don't know what happened to the Miles Bridges signing rumors too. They need to hurry up and sign him so that way we could pull off a trade because that's what we're waiting for. I just woke up and the Lakers lost. That's tough, right, Dallas? I'm sorry. Sorry, man. I feel that. This team plays like a JV team and competitive here. Darvin scam. What's going on, Jay? 27 days, 27 nights. Real talk, this has been really nice when the Lakers have been not nice. Yeah, for real. For real. We come together and pull each other up as much as possible. It is. But is that it? Okay. I got to the end of the stream. Cool. Awesome. I was able to get through all the questions. See, Sammy. But no, I appreciate all of you so very much. Seriously. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. We'll be back to having this conversation. Hopefully we win. I need to watch your video on Levine and Beal. Tyler, I don't know. Beal is tough and less injury prone. Yeah. I mean, Beal still gets injured a lot too. But personally, I want depth, if I'm being honest. I really do. I want the depth route rather than a player. But they can officially go trade for him. And they keep being reports that they're looking for it. Was to give us Giddey, I would give up unprotected first for Giddey, sign the contract. Dude, I would give up a lot for Giddey too. Bro was defending 5-guard lineups. At least we know we will be decent when everyone is healthy. I agree. We will be. Oh yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Yes. I appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. But yeah, anyway, got through the chat, got through the stream. But yeah, we'll be back at it again tomorrow. All that stuff. Hopefully it's with a W. That would be nice. But I will see you.